What's up guys, Matt
and Blake
from the Full Boots team, and today we are going to be recapping 2017 to look at the top 10 worst football boots of the year. Now there has been some brilliant football boots, but Blake has put together his top 10 worst. I haven't even seen these, so it's going to be a surprise to me, it's going to be a surprise for you, but let's get right into the video.
So kicking things off at number 10 is one of the more controversial ones in this list. 2017, the Hydro Phantom 3 was one of the best boots of 2017, but this one is based on pure colorway. This was the launch edition of the Hydro Phantom 3. This is the Radiation Flare colorway. Looks more like a watermelon than a football boot. Matty, what do you think of this colorway?
First of all, what a pair of football boots. One of the best boots of the entire year, no doubt about it.
Yep.
But it didn't start very strongly in terms of looks. With that half green and half orange, it wasn't a good looking boot. Nike have still kept that half and half on the Hydro Phantom 3. It's got better, but I still would prefer it if it was a solid colorway. Actually, in the Fire and Ice, so much better in all red or all navy blue. Also, it's had some of my favourite colorways as well. The Strike Night, amazing ones.
Yep.
I love the GXs which came out in that kind of old school, taking the inspiration from the Montebluna factory, and also there was the triple black blackout colorway. But I think for me, not a great looking football boot, but a great boot at the same time.
So in at number 9, we move things over to the ADIDAS 3 Stripes. Now Matt doesn't agree on this one, but this one is the Earthstorm NEMEZIZ 17 Plus 360 Agility. For me, if I was walking into a football store and I saw this, I'm not going to spend this, especially at £280, I'm not going to buy this colorway. It's more of a trainer-esque colorway, and that's probably why you sort of like it, I think. Is that why?
I do like it, and I think, what's the reason for not liking it? Essentially, it's almost like a triple white. I've already said in this video, I like a triple black.
Yep.
I know it's got a little bit of a thing what Adidas called Sesame, which is an off-white colour, but I don't mind this so much, and also, it's a great football boot. Just like the Phantom 3 was, a brilliant football boot, but maybe not the best colourway. But for me, I actually don't mind this. I can see what you mean about going into a football store, especially kids, they want the brightest coloured boots. So being all white, it might not take that many fancies. But I think number 9, I'll give it you just about.
In at number 8, we move things over to Puma with the EVOPOWER VIGOR 3D, which is a slightly more expensive one of the standard EVOPOWER VIGOR. Now this one here, Blue Depths colorway, I'm not a fan of this colorway. If I was walking to a football store and I saw this, I probably wouldn't go for this. But again, Matty, I think you actually like this one, don't you?
I do rate this. Look, it's not my favourite boot of the year, and that's the reason it's in this top 10 worst. But I don't think it is that bad.
Yeah.
It's almost got an iridescent type upper to it, a little bit similar to what we see on Nike's and Adidas' sole plate. So overall, I think it's actually okay. But for me, I don't actually like this boot that much. I know a lot of people out there really did like the EVOPOWER, especially this 3D one. They did like it. I think the upper's okay. I think the overall styling with that slight collar isn't for me, but the colourway, not too bad.
In at number 7, again, we see a Puma football boot. This is the EVOTOUCH Pro, was killed off in the halfway point of 2017. This is the orange clownfish colorway. Yes, they put clownfish in the actual colorway name of this football boot. But overall, if you're a Dutch player, it would suit your feet very, very well. But overall, too much orange is happening here. This was one of the last EVOTOUCH Pro colorways. What do you think of this one?
I like orange as a colour. Obviously, our colours are black and orange. But I think when it comes to orange on a football boot, there is definitely a limit to it. Too much orange can be way too much. Puma epitomised that with the orange clownfish EVOTOUCH Pro. And also, I'm not too sure about that navy blue with it. It has to be black. When it's orange, it either has to be white or black. But Puma went for blue. I am not a fan of this, but you guys, obviously, you are a fan of us in our black and orange. So is this a boot that you guys would actually pick out? The orange and blue EVOTOUCH, vote in a poll card now.
In at number 6, again, this may be a controversial one, but this is the Champions League edition of the X16 Plus PURECHAOS. Now, if you like dragon style boots, then all very good. But overall, white and blue with a bit of red in places. I'm not a fan of the colourway. I wouldn't get close to buying this colourway. What do you think of this one?
Well, I think the fact is that you wouldn't buy this.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't buy this as well. But I don't think it's the worst colourway and design. I think the problem is, I can't imagine anyone over the age of about 18 going into a football shop or online and actually picking out this boot to wear. It's a little bit childish. Now, that's not the biggest problem.
No.
But there's a lot of guys, especially who are going to pay for this 16 plus PURECHAOS. Obviously, it's like £200 plus.
Yep. Are
they really going to get a pair of boots with a dragon on it? I think these are more aimed at towards kids who aren't going to pay that price. And this next one is even worse, and you guys might be a bit surprised that this is in the top 10 of the worst boots, because that boot, as a football boot, is sensational. In my opinion, the best leather boot on the market, but in this dark pink, almost purple colourway with green, a little bit of black, way too much going on, way too bold. Would you ever wear these boots? If I gave you these in a box for free, would you wear them on your weekends?
Knowing that the REBULA has 2 or 3 other colorways as well, I just wouldn't even get close to getting this pink edition. I'd probably go for the launch edition, which is that sort of dark grey colorway. So in at number 4, again, we see 2 boots, but this time it's New Balance with the VISARO 2.0 Pro with their Energy Line colorway. Now, I know you hate green boots. What do you think of this one?
I think this is absolutely atrocious. New Balance 2017 had an absolute stinker. I'm talking about the VISARO 2.0 Pro, terrible.
Yep.
The FURON, terrible. If they were a football team, they would be West Ham right now. They can't get a win for their lives. I think this is awful.
Yep.
Green boots, it's stiff, it's terrible, but also this is just the VISARO 2.0. There's also the FURON to go alongside with it. I know it's a little bit more so, but it's still got the green and the pink involved, and they did something with this upper to make it waterproof. It doesn't really make that much of a difference, so I think New Balance, really poor year from you guys.
In at number 3 is this belter of a boot and colorway. It is the ADIDAS X17.1 Pure Stealth. Now the boot itself, very, very poor, but the colorway, we're really talking about the colorway here. It looks like a pile of poo.
It really, really does. The X16.1, terrible. 17.1, little less terrible, but still terrible. And in this colorway, what have you done, Adidas? Who has created this? Someone has been paid to create a 2-tone brown boot and call it a pure stealth. When we look to Nike and they call their boot stealth, you know they're gonna be black, triple black, or with a little bit of an accent, but this is no good at all. It didn't have some kind of effect that if you play in it, it wears away a little bit and it creates a different color. I think this is an absolute shocker, praying that the X18.1 actually does a bit and is worth the elite level tag it actually comes with, because there is no way that these boots are elite level, and I am shocked that there's so many pro players out there in the Prem, La Liga, playing Champions League who actually wear this boot, and I am sure that they're getting theirs properly customized.
So in at number 2, again, we see Adidas taking the center stage with the Glitch 17. There's been about 20 colorways in 2017, potentially more. Glitch 17 skins, and this is one of them. This is the Mirage skin. Now, if you're in a foot boot shop and you saw this one, pink, yellow, with a bit of black, it's almost like a graphic design as well. I'm definitely not going to get this one. What do you think of this colorway?
I would never ever pick these out. If I bought these Tutti Frutti boots and wore them on the weekend, I would be sure that the opposition are going to be looking to smash me to pieces, thinking, what are you doing wearing them? Who do you think you are? And I think that perfectly epitomises this pair of Glitch. Who do you think you are if you actually wear these? Now, there are some pro players who actually wear the Glitch, but you can't imagine seeing these on TV. There's no chance. There's teammates would dig them out.
So in at number 1, there's 2 boots in this countdown, and we want you to vote on the worst boot of 2017. This one or the next one will show. First one is the JOMA Champion Max, which is pretty much a Superfly 5 rip-off. What do you think of this one?
This is exactly a rip-off. If you took away the JOMA branding and also the colorway, if you gave it a pure blackout, there'd be a lot of you guys who actually thought this should just be a Superfly 5. I think if I was to put a West Ham shirt on, put my hair in a ponytail and stepped outside on a Saturday at 3 PM at the new Olympic Park Stadium, I think people would be like, that is not Andy Carroll, that is a pure rip-off, and that's exactly what the JOMA champions are. But that's obviously one choice, and the second one is just as bad. What are we looking at?
So this is a scaled down version. This is the UMBRO CALIBRA. It's UMBRO's attempt at a collared football boot. They had the Medusa, but that's an okay football boot, but this is scaled down. Reminds me a lot of Adidas rugby boots with that neoprene collar, but chucking a neoprene collar on a random synthetic boot is not how you get sales. It's very, very poor. What do you think of this one?
This is just an absolute shocker. The JOMA champions, terrible. The UMBRO CALIBRA's terrible. But what about you guys? Which one gets the vote for the worst boot of 2017? Vote in a poll card now. But this is a wrap up of the top 10 worst boots of the year. There's been some great ones. There's been some terrible ones. We can't wait to see what happens in 2018. But guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. As always,
we'll see you next time.